welcome everyone to session number, I believe, 14 of Danganronpa 2. And we are ready to get into the fifth trial and see who the heck is responsible for the latest murder. Yes, we are near the end, Meme Guy. It's crazy how close we are getting to the end and seeing what's in store for us. So how is everyone this evening? Can you hear me just fine? I'll go out of here. Okay, so it's not that. We are literally getting the announcement that it's time for the trial to see what's all going on there. So we'll worry about the sound levels and all that once stuff goes on, but it should be fine. I am pretty much recovered from the subathon yesterday and making sure that I'm all set to go there. And yeah, my mom ended up as death again. Who would have guessed? It's just funny how that keeps happening, isn't it? But yeah. Well, speaking of the subathon, real quick. Thank you all so much for all the support during the subathon. Really do appreciate it, and really do. I mean, it was just an incredible series to do and handle all that. It'll be a little bit till one, we do another subathon, and two, till we get to the Mega Mania. Got a lot of games to get through, of course, but we will get there. But the other thing I wanted to mention is I forgot about it because we were so tired and taking care of everything. But yeah, if you happen to look, I didn't want to mention it, but I wanted to have a little bit of a surprise for this. So I'm going to switch back over to our subathon thing. So some of you might have been wondering, why the heck did I have a bits bonus up here? What did that mean? What did the bits bonus have to do with anything? And I wanted to say this last time, but I completely forgot just because I was like, I'm I'm tired. But yeah, what's the bits bonus means? Well, the bits were equivalent to the subs. So every 500 bits was equal to 1 sub. It's the same cost you guys play. So that means, taking that into account and, playing a little bit of a bonus there, yeah, you guys actually hit 650, which means we've unlocked up to Mighty Number 9. So we, as part of the Mega Mania, we will play Azure Striker Gunvolt and Mighty Number 9 as part of it, just to have a little set. And yes, it's because the sub goal ended and it just shifted around. But yeah, we did hit 550. I don't know why it changed like that. So yes, we will handle that. So yep, that's part of the Mega Mania. And who knows, if I get inspired, maybe if we get really into it like we did before, we'll just continue it and play some of these other ones as well. We'll see how it all goes. Doesn't matter. It's all fun. That's already 60. What's that many games we've already played? 64. Oh God, I'm not watching the credits. That is 4 hours. That's longer than it takes to play the game itself. I've never played the DLC of the Mighty Number 9, but yeah, I have it, so I'll probably do it. I think I have it anyway. Either way, we'll see what it's all about. We'll see what I have and whether it's possible to actually get. Yes, the credits in Mighty Number 9 is 4 hours. Trust me, I was there to record it. I waited the entire time for the credits to end. It is 4 hours. It is ridiculous. But yeah, that's that though. This is now. And once we finish up Danganronpa 2, we'll be jumping into Alpha the Deluge's pick to move a game up. And honestly, kind of brilliant. I didn't even realize they were doing this, where they had saved up a ton of channel points, and they were well beyond the 300,000 they needed in order to get their second request. But they didn't do it. So what they did was do the request and then move that to the front of the line. And they chose Nier Automata. So kind of brilliant, honestly. So yeah, very, very cool there. So after Danganronpa 2, we'll be playing Mighty Number 9. I got Mighty Number 9 on the way. We'll be playing Nier Automata. Yes, I played OG Nier and Replicant 556. And then After Nier Automata, we'll do Egg Roll's pick, and he did not choose one of his own games. Instead, he chose Risemon's pick to move up to the front, which was Crosscode. And then once Crosscode is done, then we'll get back to the original Devil Survivor. So yeah, got that all taken care of. My other plan is, by the way, to celebrate Halloween and whatnot. We typically do a scary game. Typically from the list, the next scary game on the list is Alan Wake 2. However, because of the limited time and trying to get other things done, that won't start until after Zack and Wiki. I don't know how much longer Zack and Wiki is, but once Zack and Wiki is done, then we'll be going to Alan Wake 2. Unless I completely miss October completely and we just miss out on a Hollow stream this year. It happens. Let's see. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Before we start, though, we do have 100 bits from SmashMat. Thank you so much. Saying, just wanted to mention, I finally busted out my N64 Switch controller. Didn't realize that using it changed the sound effects for the N64 library menu to Super Mario 64 sound effects. I had no idea about that. Took me by surprise. Decided to test out the controller with good old Banjo-Kazooie. The game still gives me the warm, fuzzy feelings. Understandably so. Understandably so. But, all right.
Well,
let's do it.
Personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
Sure.
That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial.
Last?
So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
I don't think that's going to be... This is not the last one. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. I'm going to move this over here. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
Still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. Oh, 556, thank you very much for the 300 bits saying, time for the last class trial. That's awesome. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Aw, 556, and now time for a new death. Congrats on becoming Death. I guess you'll be the one carrying out whoever the Blackened is this time. Let's see. Maybe after putting us all through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
But still.
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Alright, off to Monokuma Rock. God, so few of us.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed.
Stupid fool.
So, is it going to happen again? The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll beat you up.
Damn right, stupid rabbits should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. I know, Monomi character arc, almost. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes?
Ah.
Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Monomi is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial. You're right. We need to fight as much as we can, no matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. I have no idea who the culprit is in this one. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. As far as who I think might have... Oh my god, so few.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's Fuyuhiko. I don't think it's Sonia. I don't think it's Chiaki. Kazuichi's usually an idiot, but it could be him. And Akane doesn't seem the type either to do this sort of thing. She's just so much more direct. I guess I'll go with Kazuichi? But I got no clue. Nagito is going to be with us in spirit today. He's our new death, sort of. The profile picture's from the same artist, but it's basically if Nagito was a servant in Fate. Oh, okay. I don't know where Amy's at, but I'm sure when she gets back up, gets up here, we'll have her take a guess.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you were right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. God, it's weird to think we're going to have one less. There'll only be 5. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. Oh yes, everybody's curious about your guess for who the murderer is, Amy. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope or the light of despair? Oh, how mechanical. Well then, now that chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough, just frickin' start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show me some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Now then, let's get this trial started.
Killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. Oh, Amy can't guess. When she looked up references, she saw too much. Oh, that's no good. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also times that he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it. But this page is doing all right. There's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. Oh, poor Chiaki being the last one remaining on here. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Alright. It is time for the actual trial. Let's see. Can I get any skills? Maybe upshift. Or what's moonsault? Yeah, let's get upshift. Man, we have so many skill points we can dock. All right, let's do it. Yep.
Now then,
Bits winner is all set.
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class
Egg rolls chose to
trial.
push up crosscode.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is.
Oh god, the dripping
and
X for
vote
Nagito.
who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
Wonder why Gundam gets like a proper X.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh,
Oh, she's not tied up.
Mommy? My cute little sister. You're awfully quiet.
Oh, Novoxus, thank you very much for tier 1, the tier 1 sub, 31 months now, saying Professor Layton versus Monokuma when? Professor Layton would make mincemeat of Monokuma.
You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto!
Still no talking.
One more time!
What is up with this?
Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Huh.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
Usually your assumptions about what's obvious, Yuhiko, tend to be pretty wrong.
That might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Monami might be dead? No, she spoke after Nagito's death. The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... I'm gonna say the torture wounds.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Huh. Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No, were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't tape
Torture. Oops, hold on. Torture wounds.
his mouth to shut him up.
Survival knife. Nothing matches yet. The duct tape. The duct tape. The duct tape is what we want. Hey, Karagosa.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. If you're going to torture him and try to get answers, you don't cover up his mouth.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Oh, wow, already.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
He is way more proactive than usual. Stupid.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Damn it!
Shoot.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut,
Shoot.
how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
No, that's wrong.
Crap! Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Nope.
Crap!
Shoot.
Pay attention. This is how it went down.
I need to heal.
First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
It must come up after this.
Crap! Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information. Then, after they killed him...
Oh, crap. Okay, I have to...
Damn it!
Damn! Oh, that sucks.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was, you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I can't back down! But if you tape his mouth shut, How is he supposed to answer anything?
Oh, don't break statements
Pay
as the other
attention.
weak
This
points.
is how it
Okay.
went. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
They taped Nagito's mouth after getting information from him. True, that sounds reasonable, but that clearly contradicts the truth.
Pay attention.
Yeah, okay. Duct tape again.
This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Well, I made that way harder than it needed to
After they
be.
killed him,
Hold on, let me heal up.
they duct taped his mouth shut.
What the? Oh, maybe after they killed him.
Crap! Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
There we go. Just wrong one.
those words.
Sheesh. That should not have been that hard.
No. There's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? Might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors. We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
That's kind of laissez-faire for
Crush
Kane.
on him or something?
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer? If so, friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
You can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah, and right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But
Oh,
that's
you
not
aren't
the
kidding,
case, huh?
Soulcaster.
I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Oh boy.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
I didn't really know. I said Kazuichi, but I just, my gut tells me it can't be Chiaki or Fuyuhiko. But it feels weird to accuse Akane as well. And Kazuichi's almost too much of an idiot and too gung-ho, especially now of finding out the killer. Or maybe he could be deflecting. I'm not sure. Okay, that's fair. I'm sorry you got spoiled. I'm sorry.
I mean, I didn't get spoiled on how it's gonna go down.
Yeah, true. Huh.
Damn right it is!
The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. Well, I don't know if they'll set it up like they
direct
did the
cause of
first
the
game
fire
where
was
it's
the oil
Monokuma
lighter
plays
found at
with
the
you.
crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Yeah,
Some kind of setup?
I'm not sure.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Sure.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or
Nope.
perhaps opening the door caused
There we go. This is the one we
intense wind
need.
pressure to tip over the lighter.
Okay, we know which one. I got over there. I just always like to see all the statements.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at
The killer used some. He lit the curtain on fire.
some kind of setup.
Did they use the oil?
It probably just based on the shape. It can stand up
If they tipped over, it could have ignited.
some way. Maybe they used
There should have been a way to tip it over with.
or perhaps opening the door caused.
There we go.
Agree with that. I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when
Oh, wow.
we opened the
Look at
warehouse
that.
door, the first panel toppled into the second.
Well, now it makes a way more sense that why Nagito didn't get burned if he was that far away from the curtain.
And from there, they felt like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
Yeah, please no spoilers. I do not need to. I haven't been looking at chats for chat that much, to be honest. Just because I am a little scared of anybody spoiling it for me.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect.
Ah, I know what that is. MP3 player.
I see!
I was wondering why that was.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring
Like,
throughout the warehouse
happening.
masked the sound of the falling panels.
Oh, the domino effect was definitely pretty obvious. I did not realize that the music was used to hide the sound of the domino effect. The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, be fine. That's when she decides to kick it open.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino
Oh,
effect
okay, nobody
started,
actually
and
spoiled
the
it.
falling panels eventually reached the lighter. Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
With the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse... I see, so the problem Chiaki's talking about is... the killer couldn't have left.
I see. If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
That kind of points it towards Akane. She could have acted that way.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Oh, no. It's not Akane. It's Nagito who did it.
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse, there's only one person who could have done that.
This is my answer.
Oh, wow.
What if it was Nagito?
Oh, no.
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. As long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms
No.
and legs.
Burned rope. This one's... The rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off. However, Nagito's right sleeve still looked clean. He made it look like he tied himself up completely. Maybe.
That's obviously
Survival
impossible.
knife, not the duct tape.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
It has to be the burned
You
rope.
couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Okay. So I think we have a right idea. Now I just got to figure out what the heck it goes
Actually
to.
tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
No, I figured not, but I thought I'd try.
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would...
You couldn't do much with the... It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I don't know.
Actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Oh, I just guessed. I'm like, I'm just going to go through. I'm just going to go through. I know this is the right answer. I just don't know what the answer goes to. And it happened to be the first one.
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The proof that the burnt rope will not get his right arm is a trap. I honestly don't know.
I see.
Okay.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
A
Wow.
burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Oh man, Amy's only 10,000 away from the next request? Oh boy.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
What the hell?
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Oh my god.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up...
I mean, Sonya, good for you standing up for her to get some money out of it, but still, what the hell? Oh my god. Get $100, Jaden Buck.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants my money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this. Hell if I know it off the top of my head.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air
Girder?
and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I think it's that
and
first
slammed
one.
his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
9 seconds to get rid of the give me back that Benjamin.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall.
No, okay.
It's wrong?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, How could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
Whoops.
If he threw the knife and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Maybe it was
Is
Akane
he
I
a
was agreeing
throwing
with.
knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Nope. Huh.
It's wrong?
Even if Nagito's
It's
right
not
hand
blood on
was
the girder.
free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto...
If he just propped, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand. Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
Maybe the Monokuma plushie?
could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
Okay, there we go. I had no idea. I was like, man, I'm not sure. Alright, I do need to remember to grab other weak points, but I didn't think anything really grabbed anything
He must
else.
have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Huh.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Yeah, it's they seem to think that he's tortured himself to make it look like something happened and then somebody just finished him off. He was setting something up.
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see.
I still
So
can't
that's the
visualize
trick.
this.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Yeah, imagine that knife sticking straight out of the plushie and then somehow... Huh.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh my god, Sonia. Shut up, Kazuichi.
Sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Oh my
Like she
god.
said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
It'd be nice if it was him, but man, I don't know. I feel like we're stuck with him like we were stuck with Hiro.
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monome's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Feels like she has this mostly figured out.
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossiple to figure out by
It's different from the first game where
So let's think about it together.
the detective had everything figured out and just coaxed Makoto into the answer. This one's like she's close and she relies on Hajime to fill in the blanks.
That's how. We made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then, even now,
Let's do this.
have to be blood on left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Okay, that's what we hit.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
Oh my god.
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
The blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Oh boy. A meme for the first game was Kyoko and on Fat Byakuya saying tell them that Makoto. Yeah.
How did Nagito stab himself? Let's work together.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Gripping.
I see. When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
Smash Matt, thank you very much for the 100 bits saying, since it looks like Nagito really is dead here, I guess the scene already happened. There was a weird scene I knew about from this game out of context where Hajime points out that an octagon has 8 sides and Nagito was like, I didn't expect you to know that, you're quite knowledgeable. And I'm like, was that sarcasm or is how many sides an octagon has not common knowledge in Japan? That already happened. That did already happen in the last case.
That's why there's such a strange looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Her and her front tail.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear. Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Which section of the spear was he holding on to? The cord.
I see. That's it.
Is this really a
Instead of the
suicide?
handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as
No
a human
way.
fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
It was around the beam above.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
I feel like you would come up with this answer really quickly. Normally. Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that, that's it. Could it be the state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment? If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Oh, logic dive. Oh, jeez. Came out of nowhere. Oh, God. Where was the spear just before, there we go, above. Just before it impaled Nagito, above him. The bomb, okay, that's new. Pfft. Oh my God. I might not be a great surfer. Definitely not a great surfer. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? Ceiling girder. Oh yeah, this is still better than the Hangman's Gambit, no doubt about it. Of course. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, now we're getting it. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The spear's cord. There we go. Oh, it's snowboarding? For some reason thought this was, I just assumed skateboarding. Oh, is this rough in, on keyboard?
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP? That'd be awesome, but he probably used the
Surfing makes
ceiling
sense,
girder
yeah.
to
Beach
clear
and
that
island. That's true. That'd be awesome.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Why'd kill himself, though?
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping a spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Holy crap.
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Nobody hates Nagito more than himself. Huh.
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, and I was starting to feel like a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Huh.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably...
We got a lot more evidence than just this. Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito
Well, why
couldn't
would he kill
influence.
himself?
He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? And here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that he couldn't even mess with. And we still have all these bottom ones, but it's probably this.
Crap!
Oh, crap. Something he couldn't even mess with. What the? Maybe this one?
Crap!
No. Huh. Why is this one giving me so much trouble? I am... There's one detail we don't know yet. Torture wounds we took care of. Burned rope we took care of. Survival knife we took care of. Spear gun here. I'm assuming what you guys are referring to that he had no control over is the display. The water that came down and put out the fire. But I'm not sure what we have that does it. You guys think this one?
Crap!
No. What killed him?
Crap!
I'm... Maybe it's the point. This one's difficult until you know it. Yeah. Is it the time of death?
I see.
Okay, there we go. Time of death.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The fact that it happened right at noon. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled in it through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden inside the Monokuma file? Oh, good. Please be time of death. Yep, time of death. No. Oh god, what's the first word? Cause. Oh god. This sucks. I hate Handmaid's Gambit. So much crap flying around here. I need my second O. Jeez. Needed E. There's a bunch. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot about healing. Oh crap! I died. I lost. Whoops. Ah.
This This is my... We will never
That
give
sucks.
up.
I would have been fine if it wasn't for the frickin' trying to figure out what the heck this one actually was. Okay. Oh. Okay, why is it all of a sudden way easier? What the heck? Oh shoot, I meant to use that E. Oh, I had an F. T. I went too early. No! I needed that T. God, look how much health you lose just because of all the crap happening at once. Sheesh.
In this particular case, as Monokuma filed, there's no specific cause of death.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now,
I didn't even
Miles
notice
always
that.
specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say. But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
Advanced suicide.
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Huh.
No, no!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was going to start, but, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was going to happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, mon ami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So Mon and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demands for that. Oh, well, I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Oh my god. Ooh, 7th War bonus at 97k. Congrats. Alright, second half of the trial.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
So
Okay.
if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
Thank God she's played Ace Attorney.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Poison.
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
It's cool to see them cooperate with this, for all this. A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. I mean, it has to be the poison. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
Yes, that poison.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds,
I gotta heal. I don't want to have another situation like that Hangman's Gambit.
maybe he simply bled to death.
Nope.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
There it is. That
If
one.
it's something that can't be seen. Maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
Okay.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wound.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Oh. Okay, thank God. I had enough time. That was some crap. I didn't even see that one below.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
Jeez.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
Plus he had his tape covering his mouth.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Oh my God.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way the poison entered Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label? Let me check that. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. There we go. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis, the water that put out the fire. Oh my God, he really did think I had. Holy crap, Nagito. Really thinking about all that. I should think carefully and try to remember it. Good thing I looked before we did this. Oh, come on. I was totally in the clear. Oh, geez. What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? Gas. Alright. What are they going to ask next? Oh, geez. Didn't expect another one. Oh, Almost made it. Take it a little easier. This is kind of tight. Jeez. Alright. Through his nose. Alright, we're golden. Oh, only 2. I didn't even realize that. Okay.
It's all coming together.
I'm so used to there being 3 of those, I didn't even
What
look
if
at the
instead of
top.
Drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
He breathed that poisonous gas.
And
inside
that's
the
why
warehouse?
Monokuma had us not go in and let the smoke clear out. Otherwise, Nagito would have killed everybody.
But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas, I should be able to explain that. Oh no, the sprinklers, right, the hydrolysis.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis!
Hydrolysis, thanks,
The
Sonny.
chemical
Thank
bonds
you.
that form
Sonny.
the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
I mean, I still have all these truth bullets. Not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we finish this? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't
There
be.
might have been an accomplice.
Oh.
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought the poison to the warehouse, then the thing that would have been left behind is the meat on the bone, of course. The container.
See.
Huh.
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere.
Did somebody finally take him up on his option, his offer that he helped the killer do his thing, do their thing?
You can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
This reminds me a lot of the final case of the one of the last cases of the first game, where we had three people going into obvious traps and disregarding things, while the two smart people were like, no, it's going to be this.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us.
I mean, he typically does.
He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
Excuse me.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before.
Hajime's the ultimate
right?
ghost whisperer.
Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane just said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... Oh my god, he put the poison in the containers. Fire... Fire grenade. Okay, cool. Oh, now they're being nice and not... Give me an E. There's the E. Ah, shoot. I need the E next. It's all going to hell. Let's just get it over with. Oh, shoot. N. Now I need the A's. Oh, there's the D I needed. Dang it. There we go. Jeez.
I got it.
I see. I got it.
Akane, maybe it was the fire grenades. Hajime, gasp! You said fire grenades right now, so I have to play Hangman to figure out the answer is fire grenade. Yeah.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long
Oh
as he put the
crap,
poison
could it
in
be
the same
Sonya?
container he brought to the warehouse.
Because she was the one that suggested... Oh, no. It can't be Sonya. It can't be Sonya. Because she specifically said there used to be other stuff that fights fires in there.
It can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Oh, there it
You
is.
just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Oh my gosh.
Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof.
Did I joke last time last stream that Nagito died of bad gas? Maybe it was Amy. I don't know which one of us said that, honestly.
Huh?
Connie's gun is the real deal. No kidding.
I can prove it with this.
There we go.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
I don't remember either. I'll be honest.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room.
Oh yeah, the
We
gas
also found
mask.
a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping it.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister
Kazuichi is definitely complaining the most,
then
but
it
it's
just
also
means that
his
there
nature to
wasn't
just
an
complain all the
accomplice
time.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Was Nagito wasn't the one that planted the gas, it was somebody else.
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought, and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. Oh, I thought this part was obvious.
I see. Are you saying It was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god, he set up one of us to be the killer.
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison.
I thought it wouldn't
gas
matter,
and
but
killed
no,
us.
that's the whole point. He set it up so we don't know who actually killed him. Oh, crap.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was
One of us.
Oh, he I don't know, but also made somebody actually, he made one of them kill him. Holy crap. Soy Sauce saying, this is why it's my favorite case in the series. I'm not a fan of the investigation segments in the series giving away all the clues to figure out the culprit, but this trial subverts it. It's objectively impossible to figure out the culprit. Holy crap, Nagito. You forced somebody random who did not intend to kill you to kill you. That is ridiculous. Made him a firing squad. That's a great way to put it, Mito.
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Holy hell.
Hold on a sec. The Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Jeez.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was one of us. Oh. Oh.
I see.
Nagito, sorry. I was thinking ahead.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
Nagito.
See. That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To make someone throw the poison. Jeez.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was
Wow.
all set up by Nagito.
1 in 6 chances. Welcome to Nagito's Russian roulette. Wow.
It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
Oh my god.
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
So he set it up so that they either pick the right person and they die even though they didn't intend to, or they pick the wrong person and the person who accidentally threw it and killed him gets to go free and the rest of them don't. But how does Monokuma know which one is it?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him.
Monokuma knows all. I guess that's true. Cameras and whatnot.
The poison grenade and the fire were
Hey, Aaron, Bitarbo, we're going through it right now.
All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
I guess that's true.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the
Oh
poison!
my god.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
This is peak Danganronpa. This is the big reason why everyone who plays the game never forgets Nagito. I remember seeing all kinds of memes up to this point about Nagito, about like, oh, this piece of crap. And I thought it was just because of his attitude the entire time, not because of this.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault.
Jeez.
This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
Oh my god.
I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
Oh my gosh. Smashman with 100 bits, thank you so much, saying, I hope you don't mind, but I was bouncing between this stream and Barry's. He was continuing Ace Attorney Trace Trials and Tribulations, and there was a pinkish paint involved, and someone brought up how it looks like the blood in Danganronpa, which I thought was a funny coincidence. Those are fun emotes too. Thank you, Smash Matt.
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime.
Okay.
Please.
That's right, it doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it, even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Wow, already starting with... Wait, is the trial really over with this closing argument? Holy hell. God, not even a mystery person. Not even the guy in the naked guy. That one. That one. I think this must be earlier. There we go. Definitely not that one with the mask. Nope. That one. Oh my gosh, everybody else is in silhouette because they're the killers. Oh my god, that's amazing. Holy crap. Go. Okay, got those. All right, already last stock. So which ones do we have left? Poison left inside. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
All right, here we go.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
My God.
In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up.
God, he had a lot of pain
As
resistance.
he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs.
Jeez.
Finally,
Guy's a little bit nuts. No kidding.
he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. Panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain.
Okay.
Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared.
How would you even occur to you?
The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized.
Oh my gosh.
That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't
God, all of
determine the
them.
killer's identity.
So messed up.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames, and he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
His
I
talent.
see. Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time we've spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So you really did it. Ah, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I only used one bullet, huh? I guess it was just as Monami said. Huh? I misunderstood and thought I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, so that's how I did it. You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving. But I am still alive. After all, the only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck. It's true my talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? Huh? I'm left with the red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Oh, it does.
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
Who?
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
I mean, that sounds like him.
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
No, I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is. The traitor.
That's it? The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
My gosh.
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you'll have to use the traitor student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long Was it really because we didn't believe
But
in
if
him?
he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
Later, Oscar.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right.
Have to believe in
It
Nagato.
is
That's the
hard
most
to think
twisted
the traitor
thing.
would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal
I
themselves,
think yeah.
they couldn't do it
I think she is the traitor.
because they weren't created to do that.
I'm pretty sure it's Chiaki. I don't know 100% yet, but it just feels like it. They're the ones that set it up that they all came to this island, apparently. In the first place.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself.
What? Because she's the one that... Because they basically Nagato set it up so his luck would reveal who the traitor was, because he believed his luck would have the traitor throw the bottle. And seems to be the one talking about it. And she is the one that came forward first with her notepad just to try to end this.
That's why I want you guys to guess.
What's that? Oh, really? I haven't tried that. You tried that before I did. How you liking it? Amy just got 3rd place against computers in F-Zero 99, so that's pretty cool.
You want us to guess?
Technically, there was actually, it was, like 5 humans,
Uh-huh.
and the rest were computers, and I beat 2 of them.
Oh, okay. Good job. So she's doing pretty well.
Yeah, I want you to guess.
Well, we'll see when you get to the actual thing.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
Oh, I don't like this. Is it... All I'll ask, because I'm right on this, does this change the ending? Does who we pick just end up being the traitor? Okay, it does not. Okay. Then there is a right answer.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please, hold on.
Oh, I bet.
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor.
I was right about that guess so long ago.
The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all. is me.
Damn it. Why? This is nonsense. Why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying future foundation. That is obviously a lie.
But please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
Let the rabbit speak, Fuyuhiko.
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
Oh my god. Yep, she did. There was a lot of little clues here and there. She did swipe her handbook when Nagato said it would defuse the bomb if the traitor used their handbook.
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Good night, Cat Evie.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but... as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why... the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
See, I don't mind having a Chiaki mode. I know you were nervous about Buscara helicopter. Like, I was thinking like maybe they're right about her being the traitor. I don't care. She's still best girl.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way.
Oh, sorry.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
The interesting thing here is her personality has not changed.
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship, proving it here. Is that the only way? Oh wow, Panty Talk against Monami with a ton.
Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along.
This is tough.
Let's all get along. Burst open and mix. I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face. I won't let you. Burst open
I can't. This is so hard.
I'll lower your grade. Disappear. Hajime, this stupid face. Let's all get along.
I just have to hope it's enough that I can get through all these defenses.
Hajime, this stupid face. Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
Monomi's notebook.
This is the end.
Thank God for that.
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook.
Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happen, so everyone's tired. Huh? Oh.
Is this Monomi's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
This was the thing. This was the nail in the head for me as well. Like, as soon as I realized that moment. Because that moment of him in front of the final dead room felt so significant. It's just, I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monomi. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monomi?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
The final dead room.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go to the final in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room, but the only one who knew that.
If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go to that octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out. With this, I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki.
Best boy in Chapter 4, best girl in Chapter 5. They're brutal here, aren't they?
That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki she is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? And without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Looks like it was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor. There is just no way.
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe it, but...
Then nobody will be saved.
Chiaki is not the traitor.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb,
Either Sonia or Monokuma.
didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no
Oops.
way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Oh, okay, there it
Unless
is.
You know a whole lot about bombs.
The me.
There's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
Okay, we know where we gotta go. Kara goes, oh, by the way, sometime after seeing this chapter, I yelled at a Nagito cosplayer and told him they needed to apologize to everyone. Oh my god. I don't want to believe it, but I have to move forward. I have to move toward the path she's showing us.
Chiaki is not the traitor.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Damn it!
I thought it was Monokuma's account. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's her own because Monami was peeking.
Chiaki is not the traitor.
When we were trying to
I forgot about
turn off the
Monami
bomb,
peeking.
didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, there's no way Chiaki. If that bomb was fake, the only person who knew it was a fake me when I tried to
There it is.
Not it.
What did he say? He said everyone should be thanking him.
That's not
Oh,
it.
that, he's in
Sonia
character.
shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that.
Oh boy.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor.
You feel so bad for Sonia. No music either.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Gotta be very precise with
Knowing
that.
it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything about this island.
Oh shoot. Screwed that up.
Crap!
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
There we go. Yeah, they totally subverted the
Monokuma
formula.
probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm going to give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there were all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was going to happen. That's why I'm just telling you now for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami. I'm sorry too.
Who's controlling Monami? The odds of Nagito's plan working were exactly the same as Russian roulette. Oh, that's amazing.
You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
Whew. Seventh Ouroboros, more subversions. In this trial, the victim and culprit have their roles reversed. Monokuma considers Nagito the victim when he is the mastermind. Chiaki is the blackened, but ends up playing the victim. Yep. Probably would have had a good score if it wasn't for that loss we had during the Hangman's Gambit. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But, even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking, and believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. God, this sucks. Loose Dragoons. So Derek, remember what Chiaki said at the last free time event? Please promise me you'll get off this island. Chiaki never said anything but getting off too. Oh boy. Shell Shock, thank you so much for the raid. But spoilers ahoy. Like, holy crap. Just all the spoilers. Because we just finished trial number 5. And good to see you too, though. But yeah, total spoilers going on. So watch out for that. Epic Man World, thank you for follow. It's going well. We just finished the talking section of Trial 5 in Danganronpa 2. Yeah. Oh, playing talk shows and podcasts. That sounds fun. Just hanging out with everybody. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a buffer in case anybody wants to head out, like flee real quick before so they don't get spoiled. Because we are just going to head right into it because I'm about 20 minutes from ending myself. But yeah, there's just all kinds of spoilers here. But thank you I do appreciate the raid, Shell Shock, very much so. Thank you so much. We're just sort of picking our jaws off the floor with all that's been going on in this trial. Whew. So wild. All right. I think at this point we're probably pretty good. Yeah, I've seen the number of people here, viewers dropped a bit, so that's good. Okay, let's pick up where we left off and see what the heck how this is all going to end up. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Komaita's killer is Chiaki Nanami.
Damn it.
Are you serious? That was correct?
Yeah.
The fact that Chiaki was a traitor. The fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true?
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid, we're not celebrating at all.
Damn it.
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it. Even though I do not want to believe it. There is no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what. Because I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray?
Well?
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
Well?
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. Oh, the Danganronpa 3 anime adds even more layers of tragedy to this? Oh my god. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not going to answer, right? Like if we ask you why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry. That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't that strange? Strange?
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations! You successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor and kill everyone else besides the traitor. Kill everyone besides the traitor? We might have to figure out a way to do a watch party somehow of a Danganronpa 3 at some point. That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? Of all to form a plan that only the traitor would survive? Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well?
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chucky.
You really are a kind-hearted person. Huh? You think so? Geez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
Perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
Hey, come on now.
Now, who the hell is controlling Monami? Hey, don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru Teru.
I can't lose.
Then I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I cannot win, I must try to retaliate. Huh? Retaliate? Oh, look at Monami go.
We'll no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
Oh my god, he just ripped off Dragon Ball Z and she pulled a Chaozu so they would end up in a Yamcha pose. Oh my god. She self-destructed.
What'd you say?
What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma like died.
No.
I'm not dead. A new freaking one came out. Phew, man, that would surprise me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Hey, wait. Oh my god, she's doing it again.
Nobody can.
Amazing.
Please.
Oh, our next game is definitely Ultra Despair Girls.
Forgive me.
Oh my god. Hey, not yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop it right now, it's all going to be destroyed.
I won't forgive
Of
you.
course, I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my students. I will protect them with my life. Monami, you...
Hey.
Now then, how many of you are there still? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh.
How many? Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th power. Huh? What did you say?
What?
What? 1 million? 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead, 10 to the 52, 10 to the 56, and then 10 to the 60th. That's 10 to the 60th power.
Hey.
After all this, you're still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created in the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
What? Those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Monami, finish him off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully deployed Monokuma. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Could it be? Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey.
Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're going to be so confused. Unless you mean magic in technological sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey.
What's going on? Don't tell me they're not going to call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it. Oh, God.
In the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong. There's no value in that life
Wow.
you're risking.
60th power of 10, decillion, novem decillion, 1 decillion, 1 novem decillion, 10. Oh my god.
So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement?
Oh my god.
This?
And how many Monamis are left to challenge my armor of 10, army of 10 to the 60th power? You don't have to say anything. I know. Let's see. Excuse me. You just have 10 more left, right? I know everything. I am the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up. Even if I have no chance of winning,
It's okay, mon ami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and then leave the rest to them. But
Right?
Damn it.
what the hell is going on? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is
Please listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between two organizations? Okay, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time is gonna start. Hold on, just a little more time. To wait or not to wait, that is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that I...
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment. Special bleeding service.
For Monami, too.
Huh?
Huh? Why even Monami? It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore. And also, I remember now.
Sorry.
I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway. And not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys, I'm sorry about so many
Oh
things.
my god.
I'm sorry for lying to you.
Maybe watch the anime and did GVG Discord? I'm not sure. I don't know how the best way to do that, to be honest. Because the GVG Discord isn't really open to everybody here.
To the very end.
Unless you're a GVG patron, of course.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher.
Potentially could use Amy's. Yeah, we could use Amy's.
There's no need to be a hero.
But that'll be a while yet, because we still have V3 is still a ways off. And we have Ultra Despair Girls to play yet. And yeah, I know it's on Crunchyroll.
When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, I know we have to. It's Ultra Despair Girls, then the anime, then V3.
Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Bye, everyone.
Oh no.
It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Jeez.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Don't regret the sleepy emote. At all. Oh. God, how demented is this gonna be? Unless it's a fake out like we had with... Oh my god, it's Space Invaders. Unless it's a fake out like what we had with Makoto at the end of Danganronpa 1. Jeez. Yes! She made it out! Oh no, Pac-Man, don't you dare betray us. What'd she hit? Glass wall? Oh no, Tetris. Oh my god. God, the build-up they had to that. Like, just that pause they had before they did it. Ugh. Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I had fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. And I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, would she have been comforted a little? As she was executed as the traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt. Good gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too. What? And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too. Phew. Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you'll need to rely on them. Wait, does that mean... Now that annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone. Hey. Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now
Yep, congratulations. With this, I shall now announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who have survived up until now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There are still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you'd be setting things up so another killing happens right away. You're right. Stop it, what are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said you 5, like you're emphasizing that part. Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even if there are still 2 days left, right? Huh? It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to make a volleyball team? Stupid fool. You need 6 people for volleyball. Don't stay quiet. Say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
No.
Well, you'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey.
Huh? A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just think of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Next chapter, get ready for the mind... Oh god, my god, what are we in for? Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why. I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep into my sheets as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How far, how much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the future foundation, Hope's Peak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? The final chapter is 4 to 6 hours, so 2 more streams. Wow. 2 more streams until we see the end of all this. And not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope's Peak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. Oh boy, what are we in for? 9 hours left. I feel like I had a fun dream, somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right, it's the last day. Is the save point about to come up when it says chapter 6? Because I was trying to get to that point. Like, it should be coming up soon, right? According to Monokuma, suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I had never felt before. A fear like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. Very soon. Thank you, Cutesy Cat, and thank you for the first time chat. With nobody left on this island, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia, like everyone was gone and I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the... Okay. Out of the cottage, escape that fear. What the hell? When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Ah, Hajime, good morning. Good timing. Good timing. What do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently there was more to that message inside that laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will? Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it. The restaurant. Should I just... I think we're ended here. I expected us to end a lot sooner. 556, my PS4 is in denial. I guess so. Holy crap. Has this all been a simulation the entire time? Or a game where you die, if you die in the game, you die for real? I mean, we had some glitchy moments at the beginning where I wondered that, but then it all seemed to sort of stop, so I never questioned it again. Huh. Well, apparently we are just 2 streams away from finishing this story, but I did say if we did finish under 20, we would also see what the, game started at the beginning. We'd talk to everybody so we could have a proper ranking of all the, my favorite characters. So, we're not quite done yet. Whew. It's not 2 streamed, then 3 definitely. Yeah, we'll just see what's going on. Alright, that's it. 2 to the ending it for sure. Unbelievable. Feels wild at this point. Check Chiaki's cottage. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, left, right, A, B, start. Sorry. Guys, don't lose. What the hell? Mr. Ant Squish? What the hell? Young Master's Tool, Young Master's Tool, Justice. Yahoo, listen to one song. Say cheese, want to make amends. Smile, everyone. Okay, nothing for the people who are still alive. Forgive me, love me, forgive me. Oh, of course, that's hers. Huh. Shit, do it, gahahaha. Of course. Psst. Of course that's his. Mama, what happened, Hanamura Diner? Of course, that's his big concern. Tremble with fear. I will die twice. God, what's Nagito's? Oh wow, Nagito's doesn't actually have it. And not Byakuya. Guide with you, fate of the Tagami clan. So he's still an imposter even in the in that. Oh my god. Glad we clicked on that. Otherwise we would have just rushed ahead because wow, I would have not known to check that. Yeah, we get to use our error emotes. Angel Angle never checked these? Yeah, I had no idea. Thank you for that tip. That's amazing. Who was that suggested? Fall 56. Wow. Whew. Okay. Well, yeah. That's it for now. Of course, we will be back tomorrow for more of Zack and Wiki. Search for Barbarossa's treasure. And then on Wednesday for, hopefully this time, the beginning of Shadowbringers, because my internet died that night for some reason, so that sucked. And of course, next Sunday for the beginning of the end of Danganronpa 2. Yeah, just wild. Let's see who we can raid real quick. Let's see. Shut Up Sprinkles is playing Pikmin 4. Momo Pokemon is playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Any preferences? And yeah, game over works for a raid message. Pikmin? We'll do Pikmin. Alright. We'll start that raid up, and yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. It's been wild for sure. I'm looking forward to more. Again, join me tomorrow for more Zack and Wiki if you watch that playthrough. If you're just here for Danganronpa, I will see you next Sunday to see what the hell happens next. So, till then everyone, take care. Bye.